Hey there, this is Malorian, and this is going to be a couple of War Machine reports, which is going to showcase the Ark Angel. Really, I have this list idea that I think would work out great. Really, the whole idea here is that you run it with the Shredder Spam. The Shredder Spam runs up, it kills infantry, it gets in the way. If you line it up right, the Ark Angel can also, during the feat, charge in and destroy heavy. They can't really get to the Ark Angel because of all the Shredders in the way. You destroy another heavy on the next turn, and then the whole plan is that at the end of it, you have this Ark Angel that's +4 armor between Dragonic Blood and the Spiky Growth, and they just can't deal with it anymore. Plus, it gives me something for Epic Thag to hide behind, so it'd be pretty nice because, the Ark Angel is such a nice model, but you just never see it. So hopefully this will make it work. Otherwise, on the other side, I'm going to be up against the hover chick running the Hyperion, and at the time I forgot that its big blast does consume that would be affecting my shredders. So overall, I am running Epic Thagros with Ark Angel, the Carnivian, 10 shredders, and the Harrier. Over on the other side, there's Hyperion. There's a new Journeyman Warcaster with 2 Griffins in the woods there. The Riflemen with the UA, the Halberdiers with their UA. There's also the Dragoon. There is the Thane over there. And the scenario playing is the first of 5. You get 1 for controlling a zone, 2 for dominating, and 1 for destroying an objective. However, you can't score on the zone to destroy the objective, and you can only destroy 1 objective per turn. Now, for me, I think this is a good list to show this. The Hyperion is kind of a hard one to take out, but really he has infantry that I can jump in and kill. Hopefully, by working it out right, I can kill the Hyperion, although I'd be really worried if I came up short, and then after that I should be fine, but we'll see how it works. So I get first turn, and I'm just rushing up. I definitely want the Ark Angel to be the lead model in the very beginning, because I want stray shots to go onto it. If I lose my lessers, I really lose my jam, and so that's why it's up there, but I already have the Draconic Blood up, I have Spiky Growth. The Shredders I can run up, but I make a little bit of a stupid error here, and the yellow Shredder is outside of Thagrosh's control range, so that may cause some issues. So otherwise, then on his side, he's a little bit more careful. He gets a few shots onto the Ark Angel that doesn't do anything. Hyperion shots scatter and don't really do anything, and otherwise, that's his turn. So on my turn, the yellow Shredder does freak out and kill the blue one, and basically I just lost 2 Shredders, because I just lost the blue one, and now the Dragoon is going to kill the yellow one. So that is not the good way to start off this game. So with that in mind, I decide I'm going to be shifting to the right zone. With that wall, the Carnivian can kind of like toe in and really kind of tank that area to hold it off. Meanwhile, the Ark Angel is pushing up a little bit there on the right, attacks the lead Griffin and does a lot of damage to it, and that's really it. On his turn, he's now coming after me. The Dragoon kills the yellow Shredder, who had it coming, and then on the right, he does a few attacks on my Ark Angel, but really, the Griffin that went after me probably got more damage to itself due to Spiky Growth than it did to me. So at this point, this is what I wanted, right? I wanted to draw him in. Now I can go for the feat attack. The Shredders, some of them can even charge and then feat again. It would be nicer to have 2 more Shredders, but that's what you get. So one of my derps, or unfortunate ones, is that the Harrier comes over here, and I automatically hit, but I don't roll enough to kill. Otherwise, you can see things went fairly good. The Ark Angel was able to scrap both of the Griffins with no problem. I was able to kill off lots of the troops in front. I dominate the right zone after I also destroyed the objective with the Ark Angel. So that means I'm already at 3 points. So that's pretty strong. Otherwise, I thought about throwing the Carnivian at the Dragoon just to really mess it up. But I figured I'd better just keep him over here, feeling that I can tank it. And yeah, feeling pretty good about my Shredder attack. So he has a pretty interesting counter. First of all, the Dragoon charges and wall-ups. You know, it's 2 attacks. Weapon Master, he cranks one of the attacks, and my Carnivian is almost dead. Otherwise, the rest of his attacks kill off the Harrier and all the Shredders, so, you know, that was kind of expected. But because he has reach on the Halberdiers and Reform, he's actually, with Crusader's Call, able to make a line so that the Hyperion can charge my caster. Luckily, between the wall and 2 transfers, I'm okay, but the Archangel isn't feeling too good. He walloped me for a really big hit that the Archangel had to eat. So now I just got to really kill the Hyperion, and after that big damage, hope that the Archangel doesn't go down. So the Carnivian kills a Dragoon. From one of the hits, I also pooped out a Shredder, so it came out and gave me some help as well. Between Epic Thagrosh and the big guy, I'm able to destroy the Hyperion. So that's pretty awesome, and that's really all I can do with my 4 models. On his turn, he comes after the Carnivian, and his dice fail him. So whereas before he had cranked the damage, this time he had some double 1 misses, some damage did nothing, and I survived with like 3 boxes. So he also does a little bit of attacks to the Archangel, nothing too serious, but now I'm in a pretty good spot. I can now go for attrition and even kind of really work on the right zone as well. Because remember, if I get a dominate on this right zone again, I win. So that's what I do. I trample over with the Carnivian, killing a couple of Halberdiers and killing the Thane. Thagrosh puts up Manifest Destiny, kills the Halberdier in front of him. That turns into an Ash Cloud. And then really the Archangel goes and kills as much as he can up there, including the Journeyman Warcaster who was trying to sneak around me. On his turn, he tries going after Carnivian again, does a bunch of single attacks, and then forgets until the end that, oh yeah, I could have done a combine. And so he failed here, but really, this Carnivian should be dead. So, this is really all it looks like. He does his best to do a little bit of plinking at the Archangel, but really can't do much. And then on my turn, I go and I kill the stuff on the right zone. I destroy the objective on the left. So with that point and controlling the right zone, that's 5 points and I win. So a little bit of derp at the start where I lost 2 Shredders, but I made up for it. Definitely learned that I need to respect their Thanes a lot more. But and also look out for that way that they can get the Hyperion to my caster. That was pretty damn bad. But overall, liked the list and liked how it worked. So a little interlude here before the next report. This is actually a tip that one of my friends gave me, that this is a really good way to transport the Ark Angel. It sounded silly at first, buckling in one of your models, but that belt actually fits in perfectly there. And this is how I always transport my Ark Angel. Anyway, we're on to game number 2, and now we're going to be up against Sloane. So on her side there, it's Sloane running the Hunter, the Cyclone, the Defender, and a Charger. There's also a couple of Stormcallers, Black 13th. Oh geez, what else is back there? There is the Gun Mages, UA and Solo. There's Reinhold. There's a bunch of different stuff. One of the things I should really say with this is, first of all, the Cyclone shouldn't be there. He just forgot the model that he wanted, so he had to take that heavy instead. And then as well, this is a little bit of a softer list that he brings into the store. So it's going to be a little bit easier one for me to face. At the same time, I do have to kind of worry about it because he can still assassinate it with this, with all the different shots. So I have to be a little bit careful there. But otherwise, the plan is just the feet. Get in there, kill the infantry, tie up the beasts, the jacks, and then just finish them off. So this one actually looks to be a very good matchup. So I get first turn, and like before, I'm pretty much leading with the Archangel. A lot of the other beasts are trying to hug the wall there. I'm making sure not to be dumb and not to lose Thagrosh. His turn, he moves up, he does a little bit of shots to me, but really doesn't do very much damage. You know, the Hunter has armor pierced, but, you know, when I'm halved and then also +4, I'm still armor 13, which is pretty damn good against his his POW 6. So I really don't take that much damage. Next turn is the feet turn, and this really dug a big hole into him. As you can see there, I killed tons of his infantry. Everything else is tied up. Reinhold is dead. Everything is engaged. I have the Ark Angel blocking line of sight. The Thagrosh, same thing with the Carnivian. And so, really, he's just going to have enough trouble to get away from the Shredders. And then, as well, after that, trying to keep Sloane alive, because the Archangel's right there. So, he goes for trying to do an assassination, but really, I got a couple of transfers. He doesn't really have all of his tools, and there's just, the assassination had to be big, hot dice to work, and it didn't happen. So, after his turn, it looks like this. He was able to kill some of the stuff, but there's still lots of the Shredders there. And on my turn, the Archangel just yum, eats his caster. So, there you go. It could have been against, harder lists and stuff like that. But in theory, I think this is a list that has definitely some potential. Like I said, once you send in all those Shredders, there's just so much stuff there that the Archangel can go and get rid of some of the other threats. And then after that, it's going to be kind of hard to take out. So, I don't know. Post down what your thoughts are on the list. And thanks for watching. Bye.